I had like a situation going with starting the live this morning. Forgot to put my mic in. Give me 1 second. How's everyone doing today? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. We got a lot to talk about. First thing I want to say is this. Once again, the comments that I'm going to make on this video is not intended to disrespect people who have different political viewpoints than I do. It's just that the only way for me to explain is just that personally, I myself don't believe that many of these behaviors that's being exhibited by these liberals right now on social media, I think a lot of this behavior is deranged. I think that they're deranged. I think that they're insane right now. I think that their ruling party have sent them crazy. I think that these people can come back though, just so we can be clear. So we're gonna have a conversation about all these weirdos on social media. I know that doesn't speak for all of the supporters of Kamala Harris. I know that doesn't speak for all of the liberals. I'm not saying that it does, but we are going to address their behavior. But before we talk about any of that, I got a couple of things to point out because it's going to just be, I guess, the exclamation mark in the point that I'm attempting to make today. And that's this. Imagine you and somebody is in a dispute. And almost every single person on the planet think you are wrong. What do you do then? Not only do almost every single person on the planet thinks that you are wrong, but you also, just so we can be clear, can't even explain yourself when you're trying to say you're right. So when they're trying to say, okay, explain to me why you believe that you are correct in this particular situation, and you can't even explain. I'm going to tell you the thing that pisses me off the most, not about the voters, because it's not your fault, but about the ruling Democratic Party. This is what pisses me off the most about them. They actually have positions that, even though I don't agree with these positions, would have easily have gotten Kamala Harris elected. But instead of them running on policy, because they couldn't, I'll explain that in 2 seconds, they had to run on negative hate. They had to run on trying to tear down Donald Trump. They had to run on your emotions. Now, there's things that they could have ran on that actually could have gave, whether I agree with them or not, could have given them a good standing when they went to their debates, when they tried to talk about their policies. There are a ton of things. Donald Trump did not cover everything. Think about all of the things that Donald Trump is talking about right now that they're trying to implement, and absolutely like 100% of those things is exactly what I told you they were going to be. They're just to undo all of the damage that Biden and Harris did. Almost every single thing that Donald Trump is talking about implementing, is good morning, my brother. All right. Almost every single thing Donald Trump is talking about doing is just to undo what Biden and Kamala Harris has been doing. He hasn't come up with any policy yet, as far as I know, that is to correct or fill a role or position or need that has nothing to do with the damage that Biden and Kamala Harris have not just caused to America, but literally to the entire planet. I want you to understand something. You have people voting for an individual who couldn't even manage their campaign finances to run the economy of the planet. America just doesn't run the American economy. They run the economy of the planet. That's why the last 4 years, everything's been upside down and topsy-turvy. Because once our economy gets fucked up, everybody else's economy gets fucked up. Because once our economy gets fucked up, everybody else's economy gets fucked up. These are just facts. How do you have countries like Japan throwing parades before the election for Donald Trump with giant freaking, you know how the Japanese and the Chinese, they do this dope shit. They got better parades than us, fam. Yo, our parades suck. Jamaica got better parades than the Caribbean got better parades than us. The Asians got better parades. The Japanese and Chinese got better parades than us. Their parades be crazy, fam. In any regard, I'm about to get sidetracked. So you got people in other countries throwing rallies for Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump wins. You have people in other countries throwing rallies. You got people, morning, all right? You got people in other countries, they got older. You got people in other countries throwing rallies for Donald Trump. You got people in other countries talking about how if Kamala Harris wins, that's the end of the planet. And you dudes still want to vote for her, talking about Donald Trump's trying to take away abortion. Let me explain this once and for all. So the next time any one of them liberals come up to you and even say anything about Donald Trump trying to take away women's reproductive rights, I want to explain something to you. Having an abortion is the opposite of reproduction. What in the hell are you reproducing when you have an abortion? What are you making? You're making something dead. That's not reproduction. Even if Donald Trump said, I'm never going to let a woman have abortion, that's still not reproduction rights. Now, just so we can be clear, Donald Trump didn't take away the rights for abortion. What Donald Trump said was, and I'll say what he said, and then I'll explain why it makes more sense for him to say what he said than for Kamala Harris to do the thing that she said she was going to do. What he said is that the federal government should stay out of the state's business. We cooking this morning, fam. You might not know it, but this grease is hot. Fam, listen. Donald Trump didn't say that he was taking away anyone's ability to have an abortion. What he said is that the government shouldn't be regulating it, and they shouldn't. I gotta fix something. He said, we're gonna give the states, the individual states, the right to decide whether they want to have abortions in their individual states or not. I'm going to explain to you how that makes sense. You know, every individual state is its own government, right? You do understand they call us the United States, right? We're the United States because every individual state is its own government. So when you decide that everything is federally regulated, you take away the identity of those individual states. Everything should not be federally regulated. So what Donald Trump said was, I'm going to give each individual state, morning, my brother. Okay. What Donald Trump said was, I'm going to give each individual state their ability to decide what they want to do with abortion rights. So if you live in a state that you can't have an abortion, move. If having an abortion is so important to you, you don't care whether there's a world war, you can't tell me that moving isn't an option. You're ready for hundreds of thousands of people to die in a war in multiple different areas of the globe in order for you to be able to have an abortion, even though you might not even ever have an abortion. just to have the option. So you moving to a state that allows an abortion shouldn't be an issue. You moving is way better than war. That's how insane this shit sounds to me. You can literally just move to a state that has the rights. You don't like the state that you're in, you move. That's it. Why do you think all of these celebrities is talking about they moving out of America? They trying to not go to jail. But the point being is they were somewhere where they don't want to be. They had the means and the money and they got up out of there. Now if you don't have the means or the money to move and get an abortion and all that other stuff, you got a bigger issue than getting a damn abortion. There's way bigger issue going on. You sitting at home all day banging your spouse, your man. Like we're gonna have 10 abortions this year. Like what the hell, fam? Pardon me. Insane. That's not even what I wanted to talk about this morning. I wanted to talk about this. As the days and the months pass, and it becomes more obvious that Kamala Harris and what they wanted to do was insanity. Think about all of those people that act like they better than us because they liberals, but they don't even understand the economy. They don't even understand you can't keep printing money because that creates inflation. They don't even understand you got to pay for the people at home before you feed the fucking relatives. They want to vote for a person that wants to send all of the money, our money, to other countries. They want to vote for a person that wants to import people that need to go on freaking public assistance. Explain that shit to me. Don't we got enough? But also, might I add, they don't want to give the people who are actual American citizens public assistance. All that money they've been giving away to this lady always try to blow smoke in my direction. I can't stand her. All of these money that they be trying to give away to all of these different, illegals, that's what they are. You could have gave that same money to the homeless people here and cure the problem. You could have gave that same money to our neighborhoods that could use it. You could have used the money to beautify our neighborhoods, feed people, and create jobs. But instead, you did that to other countries. Democrats, we don't want you. And for the individuals that keep voting for these niggas, you are the problem. They literally tell you Donald Trump said things that we all know he didn't say. And y'all believe it. Because somebody explain to me what that is. Like we all heard what Donald Trump said. He didn't say the thing that the Democrats in the liberal media said that he said. He didn't even say it. He'll say something totally different. And they'll just make up something and say that that's what he really means. You're not mad at them for lying to you? Now let your husband lie to you. Let your wife lie to you. Let your kids lie to you. You'll be ready to fucking throw the whole relationship away. Well, probably not your kids. But your government is lying to you. And what do? Keep voting for them. Think about that for a minute. Let's get this shit right. We're trying to win out here. Imagine being angry at an American citizen for wanting to vote for the politician that's going to spend the money in the United States of America instead of sending the money to another country. Imagine that being the reason why you could tease a person. Oh, y'all niggas just want to check. Them niggas in Ukraine is getting a check. Shout out to them. I am not mad at the Ukrainian citizens. I know a ton of Ukrainians that are just really great people. So this is not about them. This is about our government. Copy? I know where I live at, I know a ton of Ukrainians. Really good people. Mind their business, stay to themselves, do what they do. Feel me? Just like the rest of, like any other good person. So this isn't about them. This is about our government. So they're sending all of this money to all these other countries. And you know they're sending money to countries they're not telling us about, right? You do know that there's countries that they're sending money to, but we don't know. But it's in those bills. Think about that for a moment. Think about that for a moment. Let's talk about some of the things Donald Trump has already started doing. Let's start with RFK. So RFK is going to go after the fucking FDA. Shout out to that shit. Because when you tell me that when they send Fruit Loops to Canada, it got 3 ingredients, but when they send Fruit Loops to America, it got 25 ingredients, there's a problem. So let's just backtrack for a moment, because there's a president that y'all love that did us dirty, and that was Obama. Obama allowed for GMOs in the food. What's GMOs? Genetically modified organisms. So Obama made it so they can put anything in our food, basically, and don't gotta tell us. But y'all love him. Y'all love that man. RFK about to fix it. Y'all love that man. I know I'm supposed to love him too because I'm black, but I don't. I love Jesus. I love God. I don't love Satan. I don't love people that work for Satan. You work for Satan, I don't love you, fam. However God feels about you is how I feel about you. Is that fair? So if God love you, I love you. Good morning. But I'm just letting you know, fam. So he allowed for there to be GMOs. They're about to fix all of that shit. You want to know something else Obama allowed that Trump is about to fix? Obama made it so that the news don't got to tell the truth. Y'all don't even know about that. Obama made it so the news does not have to tell the truth. Why do you think they're able to talk about Trump the way they're able to talk about Trump and he really can't do nothing? Why do you think they could just lie about him over and over and over and he can't do nothing? Obama made it so that the news don't have to tell you the truth. Anybody know about that, or am I just putting you on the game? I don't be telling people stuff a lot of the times because when you're around insecure individuals and you tell them something they don't know, they think you're trying to flex on them, not inform them. So I don't really tell people stuff no more. I just let people walk around and not know. I tell my friends and stuff like that, I tell them stuff. But like, I used to just walk around giving out information to people. Like before I moved to Coney Island, I used to just walk around giving out information. Just randomly. Just telling people stuff they needed to know. I just don't do that no more. I live in Coney Island, fam. I don't know what to tell you. I can't explain it. Let's get back to it. Also, I want to say this. I probably shouldn't, but I want to say this. Shout out to everybody that has been watching our videos. I have not been posting, and our views are going up. I can't explain it. I don't even know why it's happening. But I haven't been posting. I've been posting like 1 or 2 videos a week, fam. And our views have been doubling and tripling. So shout out to everybody, more than my brother. So shout out to everybody that's been watching our page. Our views been doubling and tripling. I haven't even been uploading. I don't know what to tell you. Well, God got you, fam. I don't know what to say. When God got you, God just got you. Also, there are a lot of people right now that I know for a fact are working behind the scenes for my betterment and trying to solve a lot of this bullshit that I'm going through, and a lot of these good morning and a lot of this stuff that's happening. And I want to say I'm extremely grateful and I appreciate y'all. And I work with some of y'all doing other things, and I'm very happy about that. And I do a lot of shit for free. Like y'all don't really understand. Like there's a lot of things that I just do because I think that it needs to be done. I don't. The people might not even have no money. They might have money. They're just cheap and don't want to pay. But by me doing the thing, another person is actually benefiting, not necessarily them. And I don't want to stop the other person from benefiting. You know what I'm saying? But I do a lot of shit for free, fam. And in the community, I do a lot of community work. For real, for real. Like there's literally no reason for people to hate me, fam. Literally. I do a lot of community work. I don't, whenever I'm outside, I'm generally doing community work of some kind. Unless I'm just walking to the store. So shout out to the, glory be to God, Jesus is King. Shout out to the Most High. I just want to thank those people that's working in my favor, and that I don't even know what y'all doing. You have no idea how grateful I am. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. They tried to trick y'all into believing more than my brother. All right? They tried to trick y'all into believing that the liberals were the majority. They're not. They're almost never been the majority, fam. The majority has always been Republicans, fam. Always. Why do you think Reagan, both Bushes, it's always been Republican, the majority. It's just whether people are going to go out and vote or not. And what the Democrats did made everybody want to go out and vote. You think people can't tell when you lying on somebody? The only difference is whether they got integrity or not. See, when you lie to someone, lie on someone to somebody that has integrity, it's different than when you lie to somebody that, you tell a lie to somebody that don't have integrity, they gonna run with it. They don't got no integrity. They gonna know you lying. They're gonna be happy to help you with the lie. They don't have no integrity. But you lie to an individual about another person, and that individual you lying to has integrity, totally different. So that's why I don't deal with nobody no more that I don't think have a high level of integrity. I don't care what you can and can't do. I know that there's people running around lying. Now take that idea and that concept and let's talk about the American people. You think people can't tell when somebody is lying? You can tell. It's just whether you care. That's it. So the Democrats went on TV and lied profusely. They were making up lies in the moment. They were just lying about absolutely everything that they could get their hands on. They were just lying to lie. People of integrity decided to go to the polls. That's what happened. Remember, also, I just want to add this. They still not even admitting to the lies that they told. Remember, they're not lying to the Republicans. They're not lying to them. They're lying to their base because their base is who watches them. Their base is who listens to them. Their base is who is who's uh, how do you say, consuming the content more than anyone else. So when they tell a lie, they telling a lie to their base. Now, if they don't care about their base, if they willing to have their base, the people who pay their bills, the people who keep them in power, if they're willing to lie to them so profusely to the point where these did you hear about the man that killed his wife and 2 kids and his baby mama? Trump wins. One of them dudes with TDS, Trump derangement syndrome. Trump wins. He immediately kills his wife, unalives his wife, unalives their son. Then he drives to his baby mama's crib of his other child, unalives her, and then unalives that child, and then unalives himself. This is what the Democrats are doing. This is why I don't like them. And I'm not talking about the voters. I'm talking about the elected politicians. This is why I don't like them. Because they're hurting their own people. That's why I don't like them. And just so we can be clear, I've been consistent with this the last 3 or 4 elections, the last 2 elections. I've been consistent with this. That the reason why I don't like the Democrats is because they give their supporters mental health problems. That's why I don't like them. Think about it. Go up to the average Democrat who voted for Kamala. I don't even know how they want to fucking say her name. Go up to them and talk to them about politics. It don't got to be specifically about Kamala or Biden. I mean, Kamala or Trump. Just talk about politics in general. I promise you they're going to say things that don't make sense. Because they're going to be parroting what the Democratic Party says because that's the content they watch. That's what they consume. I promise you they're going to be saying crazy stuff that don't make sense. And they're going to 100% believe that they're in the right, you're in the wrong, and that they're better than you. I promise you. That's the biggest difference between Republicans and Democrats. Democrats are more apt to think that they're better than Republicans. I'm neither. Just so we could be clear. I'm neither. And it's not because I'm like, oh, because I hate when people say this, so I just want to be clear. So just so we could be clear, you know what? I'm not going to kick you for that stupid shit. I'm just not going to respond. I'll unkick you. I'll unkick you. It's annoying, but it's just a random bullshit ass question. I'll put it in there. I thought when I kicked the other account that you had, I know that it's a widow. When I kicked the other account that you had, I thought it said something else. If you look at your 2 writings, what the fuck is 2 lamps? Like, I'm like, what the fuck is that? I don't know. If it ain't in the Bible, I don't want it to. I don't know about none of that. I don't know about none of that. So whatever that is, you putting me on. What the fuck is a Bigfoot? How about that? I don't know about none of that. Actually, stupid ass questions. Morning. Just want to throw this in the garbage. Morning. Sorry about that. I went to go throw that cup in the garbage. I hate the litter. I'm not saying I never do it, but I really, really hate littering. All right, let's get to it. So that's why I don't like them. That's one of my biggest issues with the Democrats. They give their voters mental health problems. Like they really got people out here. They really campaigned that Trump want to take away your abortion rights. And all Trump said was, I don't even want to discuss this. I don't think it's a federal issue. I think it's a state issue. I think the state should handle it. And that's the way it should be handled. Every individual state should be able to be different and have laws and rules and regulations that other states don't have, because every state generally have a varying geography. It varies like what kind of natural resources they have. So they have different needs. They have different wants. So different states should have different laws, should have different regulations. That's all Trump said. I'm going to let the states decide it. I don't want to talk about this shit. That's it. They literally lied to you and said that he's trying to take away your ability to have an abortion. Any freaking person that is being honest should be able to hear that and say, these niggas lying. The fact that I still can see on social media people making posts talking about, I gotta go get an abortion now because Trump is not like, why do you want to kill a baby? I don't get it. Why? I would love to have a discussion with a woman that is pro-abortion so I could find out, what's up, my brother, what is so good about killing babies. Because they literally ran a campaign on, if you will vote for us, we're going to allow for you to kill babies. And Trump ain't going to allow for babies to be killed. So he can't get in the office. That's literally what their whole freaking campaign was, damn near. If you vote for us, you can kill all the babies you want. And just so we can be clear, God said he knew us since we was in the womb. So when we're in the womb, God knows us. Also, God says one of the worst things we can do on the planet is to harm a child. Oh shoot, they delivering our trees and shit. Like they do a lot of stuff in, man, I should have turned it around sooner. They just delivered like a ton of trees. I guess they're gonna put down somewhere. It look like Christmas trees type shit. Anyway, let's get back to what we're talking about. So I want to be clear about this. God says he knew us in the womb. So that means that when a woman gets pregnant and that baby is in her womb, God knows that child. You want to kill that child. I need an explanation. I need to know why it's so important to kill babies. I need to know why women are ready to let World War III happen as long as they are allowed to kill babies. And just so we can be clear once again, this is not reproduction protection, because killing something can never be reproducing anything except for reproducing death. So this is not about women's ability to have reproductive health or whatever the heck they're talking about. How in the hell could killing and destroying something be reproducing it? So the Democrats just lie to y'all. Y'all not mad? You're not angry? They got y'all doing shit that's going to make God hate you. You're not angry? You think y'all going to be able to kill a baby and God is going to be good with it? God said he knew us since we was in the womb. You think you're going to be able to kill babies and God is going to be good with it? God said one of the worst things you could do is hurt a child. Think about those things. They tricked y'all black men. We're conservative in the heart, man. That's why our neighborhoods are so crazy. Because y'all trying to live by liberal rules. Black people are conservative. Y'all allow for us to get broken down. Some of us, it ain't gonna happen for. You just gonna have to hate us. Some of us ain't going for it. No, I didn't see the interview. What was in it? Let me know. Let me know your perspective. I mean, you can't tell me what was in it and what wasn't. But tell me what your perspective of it was. What's your opinion? I will say this. I wouldn't be surprised if some of those people in Arizona start getting arrested because they're going to investigate Kerry Lake losing. So I'm not going to be surprised when they start getting arrested. And also, just so we can be clear, I think that if you mess with an election, you should be charged with treason. And I think you should be executed. I think that if it could be proven that you usurped an election and you did something in an election to subvert an honest election, I think that you should be tried for treason. And I think if found guilty, you should get the death penalty. I think they need to hit these fools over the head, man. I think they need to hit these fools over the head. I don't even know what you're talking about, fake veterans. I have no idea what you're talking about. You got to write a whole lot more sentences for that in order to convey your thought. I'm starting from zero. You got to write like 20 sentences in order for me to understand what you're talking about. You wrote 3. One of them wasn't a sentence also. It was just a name. So I have no idea what you're talking about. But I will say this. Trump said he wants to give people convicted of selling drugs, drug dealers, and I'm assuming he's talking about the top niggas, not just the street corner niggas. He want to give these dudes the death penalty. Look it up. Trump said he want to start giving people who deal drugs the death penalty. And just so we can be clear, I don't think he mean the hand-to-hand dudes. I think he means the dudes that's supplying the hand-to-hand dudes. So they'll pull up on whoever's selling in whatever neighborhood. They're like, all right, it's time to get these dudes up out of here. Nope, you kicked. I will never speak to that person, ever. You kicked. Get out of here. You're not welcome. I had like a thing that's in my way. I'm trying to figure out how to get it out of my way. All right. That's good. That's best. Good morning. I'm sure about that. I'm sure about trouble. Somebody came through with music. I just muted real quick. So I want to be clear about something. Wait, let me just finish with the drug thing. I'm for this. I'm going to tell you why I'm for this. Our communities cannot get better until we figure out a way to get some of this drug use up out of here. They can't get better. It just can't improve. I know I'm not hating on niggas. I'm not trying to say, yo, I'm not trying to hate on people. I'm just saying what it is. I love our people. I want our people to do better. I want our kids to have a chance. A lot of times our kids don't got a chance because they mothers and their fathers are strung out on crack and everything else. So the kids don't even get a chance. So we gotta get some of these drugs out of the neighborhood. They gotta go. So however you feel about me thinking that that I want them to go after these niggas. I don't necessarily want them to get executed, but I want them to go after these people and clean our streets. You got a lot of kids that get lost and get left in the system, and it's because their parents got a drug problem. We gotta clean the streets, and we gotta start. The only way to get to the children is that we gotta get to the things that's manipulating the children first, and we gotta move those things out of the way. Then we move those things out of the way, we gotta have room to be able to get to the children and to be able to convince them to do something worthwhile. It's the same concept like when you have a bad habit that you're trying to get rid of. You have to replace that bad habit with a good habit. But we gotta get rid of that bad habit. So we gotta get this shit up out of the neighborhood, fam. I live in New York City where weed is legal. So my perspective on this might be a little bit different than somebody that live in a state where weed isn't even legal. So I think that by them doing this, another thing that I want them to do also in conjunction is federally change the regulations for weed. All right? Federally. Because I don't want anyone, even in a state where weed is illegal, to fall under these parameters unless they just have like so much. It's insane. They just got so much weed. These niggas is trying to get all of Canada high. We had to do it. So I would like for there to be some kind of regulation put in place so that even in these states where weed is illegal and these people are gonna, go through what, the justice system, and they're gonna be held accountable for their actions or whatever, but they don't have to be the whole death sentence isn't applicable. That's the point. That part. That's crazy how somebody would try to start an argument or a problem with me and think that I would ever be friends with them. I promise you I won't. I don't care what happened. I promise you I won't. You will never see me be friends with somebody. Never. I promise you. There's not an instance in my life that I've done that. And I'm not going to start now. I'm not going to start now. Ain't going to happen. I'm going to stick to my convictions. It's called having integrity. That's like the number one issue people have with me, though. I have integrity, and they be wanting me to not. And then they get mad that I got integrity, so they think I'm better than them. I don't think I'm better than anybody, fam. What you think is on you, though. I just got integrity. You might lack some. All right? Let's get back to it. I'm trying to straighten that camera out. Let's get back to it. That's why we're rocking today, by the way. I thought I put on my dark blue tie at first, but it's the black one. I might have to find my dark blue one. I don't know where it's at. I literally wanted to wear it today, the dark blue one and shit. I couldn't find it though. I know where it's at. I thought it was in my tie drawer. I got a drawer just for ties. I thought it was in my tie drawer. It wasn't. All right, let's get back to it. I want to say something. Drugs. I spoke about that. Is there anything I want to add to that before I move to the next point real quick? So tell me one policy Kamala Harris said that she was going to do that was going to help make our streets safer. One policy. Also, tell me one policy that Joe Biden was going to do that was going to help make our streets safer. Just give me one. You're not going to find any. They had zero policies that were going to help make our streets safer. All of their policies that had to deal with crime was just going to put the police in a bad situation where they might get hurt themselves or be put in a situation where they might have to be a little bit more aggressive than they might necessarily want to be and other people get hurt. Remember, they were pro sending the niggas that commit the crimes that you know are going to do it again. They were pro sending them back out onto the street. There are a lot of people that commit crimes and it's a crime of opportunity or it's a crime because it's just what happened in the moment. And if you could 100 years more, they will never commit that crime again. And then there's the dudes, shit she stick. And then there's them dudes that was just their whole plan. They're going to commit the crime every single opportunity they get. Why are those the niggas they want to let free? Why the dudes that don't want to commit any more crimes, why do they get 1,000,000 years? And why do the dudes that all they want to do is commit crime get let back on the street within a week? Explain that to me. What about the police officer that got shot at the traffic stop because like a week earlier, they found the nigga with a gun, an illegal with a gun, like a week earlier. What up, New York City Facts? And just so you know, that day I did get my phone fixed. I just happened to break it again like a week later because I didn't have no case. But that day I did get the phone fixed, fam. I promise you. I don't got a cap. Okay. Boom, there you go. So check this. I want to be clear. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. They let the dude out of jail like a week, maybe 2 weeks before the shooting. I think it was an illegal. They had Alvin Bragg out here letting all of the most violent criminals back out on the street. That's putting the public in danger. That's putting the police in danger. That's putting everybody in danger. This is what the Democrats do. The Republicans want to keep niggas locked up. But we get upset because one of those people they want to keep locked up might be our cousin, might be our brother, might be our sister, our aunt, our nephew, our niece, right? So y'all be like, nah, I gotta let everybody out. But remember, you letting that one person out that might be a relative, but you also letting out 100 other niggas that can't wait to go grape, that can't wait to go unalive, that can't wait to go do whatever their crime of preference is. Yeah, the jacket is kind of messed up though, but I don't care. I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, my jacket is messed up. I ain't going nowhere. Fuck, I care. So I want to be clear about something. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. I want to be 100% clear about something. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. The Democratic Party panders to black people, but only gives us things that hurt our community. They're like the individual that puts their arm around you and tells you how much they love you, while at the same time, they're lying behind your back to everybody to prevent your progress in life. That's literally who the Democratic Party is. I don't think I would ever vote Democratic again. I don't care if I like the candidate. I don't think I would ever vote Democrat again. Like ever. maybe 20 years. I give them 15, 20 years, and I might decide. No, something, but no, I don't want to vote for a Democrat as long as these current Democrat, the people that run the party right now, are still alive. Because those are the ones that are going to be running everything. The Obamas. You think you're voting for whoever this guy is, but Obama's telling him what to do. You think you're voting for whoever that person is, but Hillary Clinton is telling that person what to do. You think you're voting for whoever that other person is, but I don't know. Schumer is actually the one telling that person what to do. You understand? You understand? So now, I'm not voting for the Democratic Party again. It's going to have to be about 15 to 20 years. I'm not voting for them again. I'm not giving them one vote. It's not even a consideration. And I don't care what the person is saying. I don't care what the politician is saying. I don't believe they're going to do it. I'm going to say something, and I've been saying this ever since the 90s. The Democrats is the party that lies to you. The Republicans is the party that gives you the hard and honest truth. Think about all of the things that the Republicans say that the Democrats was trying to do, and they convinced y'all that the Republicans was lying. And then as soon as the Democrat got into party, the Democrat did it, and y'all just ignored. They said that they were going to open the borders. What happened? The borders got opened up. Trump said that they were going to give all of the money to the migrants. What happened? They gave all of y'all money to the migrants. Trump said that they were going to fund wars all over the planet. What happened? They funded wars all over the planet. But you still got people saying Trump's a liar. I need somebody to explain this to me. I'm here. I'm listening. I need somebody to explain it to me. I'm here. I'm listening. What time we got? I have a ton of stuff I got to do today. It's only 9:30 and we got time. I got a ton of stuff I got to do today. I have not even been uploading videos, and my views are going up. Yo, how do you get more views than the niggas that dick rod you, and you're not even doing any videos? That's crazy. I'm getting more views than the niggas that dick rod me, and I'm not even making no content, fam. I haven't even. What up, my brother? I'm not even making no content. I'm getting like 500,000 views every day. I'm not even making any content. It's not that high, but it's pretty high. It's not that high, though. That was a little bit of an exaggeration because I don't want to say the real number. Pardon me. I'm not even making content, fam. Our computer had to get sent back because I had fucked up the address. They sending it back to us. It's fine. I forgot to put my apartment on the when they sent this computer the first time. I forgot to put the apartment. So since I didn't put the apartment, they showed up, and I guess because it was something it has to be signed for. So they showed up, and so so they're gonna ship it back to me. We should have it in a couple of more days. Hopefully by either Monday or the end of this week, we should have it. It should be fine. We get the new computer. We setting up our gaming servers, and I'm gonna be dropping more content over here. I'm gonna be dropping more content. We're gonna be going live more too. But I do got some other things that's on the in the fire. So we're gonna see how it works out. And the last time I went and got an intern, journalist. This time I go get an intern, I'm gonna get an intern for I might get a different type of intern. I'm not gonna say what it is though. But the last time I went and got interns, it was for journalism. That's when we had our newspaper. Remember, we had a newspaper for like 3 years. So this time when I go get a so this time when I go get a assistant or whatever the case is, I'm gonna go get somebody that does a different thing. I'm not gonna get for journalism. But I do want to start our newspaper back up. I would have loved to have our newspaper going during this election season. I would love to start our newspaper back up. Hopefully by before this time next year. It's gonna be before that though. Because remember, I need like $1,000 to get the shit started. Last time when I started the newspaper up, I spent like $2,000-$3,000 off on it, like off the rip. And people always make fun of me and shit, but I spend my money on my passion, and my passion is my company. So I spend my money on my company. So no, I'm not out buying all the freshest clothes. I'm not throwing money away doing this and throwing money away doing that. Almost all of the money I make go to trying to create content. Almost all the money I get. Hey. People be making fun of me and shit. Like, what the fuck? Is that the homie? Oh, I thought that was the homie. What up, Tada? Chilling? You want to talk some Trump? You want to talk some Kamala? Does anyone know a black person that says Kamala Kamala? I want to know. Because I don't know no black people that say Kamala. None. That's not the way that you say it if you're black. We say Kamala. That's just a fact. Kamala. Who the fuck is Kamala? Is that really how they say it over in India? Kamala? People are weirdos. You had the dude that just killed his wife, his baby mama, and his 2 kids, and then unalived himself. This is what the Democratic Party is doing to their people, fam. You got all of these women talking about they're protesting men, they're not gonna have sex with men. First of all, I'm pretty sure all of them are lesbians. I'm 100% sure all of the women that's doing this is lesbians. They weren't having sex with men in the first place, man. That's insane. Imagine saying you're not gonna do something that you like because some other individual is benefiting from some shit that don't got nothing to do with the thing that you like. So I think all of them women that's talking about, I'm not having sex with men for the next 4 years. Yeah, but you didn't have sex with men the last 20 years. So what are you talking about? What are they talking about? I think they be lesbians. And then they're shaving their hair. And I want to point something out. In the Bible, God says that whenever women are disobedient to men, he prevents their hair from growing. That's in the Bible, fam. That's supposed to be an indicator to men to stay away from a woman. Their hair being short. Fam, You can't script this shit. That's in the Bible, by the way. Go check it out. I don't got a cat. I'm not saying just because a woman's hair is short, it means a thing. I'm just telling you what it says in the Bible, while at the same time explaining to you that these women that we should be staying away from is cutting their hair. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Doing zero other things. It say that in the Bible for real though. It says that when a woman is disobedient to a man, I'll explain this. But it says that when a woman is disobedient to like her husband, not just any random man, but like a husband or a father or something like that, what God will do is God will take the hair and they'll have short hair. It says that in the Bible, fam. I don't got a cat. But look it up. You can Google it where it says it. Google exists. Google it. All you got to do is be competent enough to know what question to ask. That's it. Google it. That should be funny as shit. That should be funny as shit, man. I ain't gonna cap. They just cutting their hair. And the reason why is because the head of man is Christ. Pardon me. The head of Christ is God. The head of man is Christ. The head of woman is man. The head of child is woman. Right? So that's what the Bible says. So that's how the hierarchy works. If we're all respecting people in the appropriate pattern, everything works. And just so we could be clear, men being over women in that in this conversation doesn't mean that men could treat women bad. The Bible actually says that men are supposed to treat the females in their life with a certain level of love and respect. Like we're supposed to be protective. We're supposed to not be abusing. Good morning. So you being a man and you having a wife, you're not supposed to be dictating to her. You're supposed to be guiding her or leading her with care, love, and passion. Not with, you better do as I say or I'm going to kick your ass. Get it? That's what I think people don't get. Like it's a responsibility. Like people always want to be in charge, but they don't understand there's a responsibility with being in charge. There's a responsibility, fam. If you don't want to be responsible, don't get a promotion. I'm gonna say something real quick. So I used to work at this job. I used to work for FJC, Security Services. I was working in the homeless shelters. So they transferred me to Bellevue. I had a situation that happened at Wards Island. If you know anything about these places that I'm talking about, then you know I'm gonna explain. So I had a situation in Wards Island where somebody lost their bed, right? And so they got mad and they attacked me. They snuffed me when I was looking the other way. I end up hitting them. A big thing happened. They had to move me from that location. That individual, life-threatening. I'm just going to say that much. Like, they really was hurt. I just thank God. Morning. If things would have went a little bit different, there's a good chance I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. Unless I had a good lawyer. That's the best way I could put it. So they moved me from that location and they moved me to Bellevue. So when they moved me to Bellevue, I came with a certain reputation. So when I worked at Bellevue, I worked there for a while. They wanted to give me a promotion, but I didn't want the promotion because I was going to school at the same time. I was going to school full time and I was working full time. So I didn't want the promotion. And because I didn't want the extra responsibility. And in addition to that, I ain't gonna lie. I play pool most days, all day. Like, I go to work. I'm a security guard, fam. I go to work, clock in, go to my post. After 9 o'clock, we kick everybody out the room. The pool room opens up about 9:15. I'm shooting pool until lunchtime. I come back from lunchtime. I take a nap. I love that job. I promise you. Let me get straight up water, my brother. All right. Salute. All right. Have a blessed day. They tried to give me a promotion. I was like, no. They tried to promote me for like, I don't know, for like a whole year. But I kept turning that shit down. You're only going to give me a quarter more, fam. And I'm going to be in charge of shit and not be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it. Morning. So I didn't want it. I was walking off post, going to the store whenever I wanted to, walking around the building, doing whatever I wanted to do. I was the best security guard in the place. When you called me to the scene, my ability to talk a lot of times prevented there being an altercation. You understand? And a lot of the people who live there, you know, because I have integrity, and they're dealing with people who don't most of the day. And I'm walking around, I ain't gonna cap, I'm stealing food from the cafeteria, walking around giving it out to the people who live in the shelter that might be hungry. And I'm doing this 2-3 days out the week. I got the fucking combination to the fucking cafeteria to where they keep all the food. Yeah. So I had the combination of every lock in the building, just so we could be clear. If I had a combination on it, I knew it. Get it? Why the hell would I take a promotion? I did have to take the promotion eventually. Different reason, but I didn't want to. I had to take the promotion to save my job because there was some people that was trying to, people be mad at me just because I be happy, fam. This shit is crazy. People literally be mad at me because I be in a good mood. There's no other, I can't explain it no better than that. They just be mad because I be happy. They wanted me to be part of their like little clique they had going on, and I didn't want to be. So I don't know. It is what it is. They had like a little clique. They called themselves the Joy Luck Club. Like they were gay. Like it was like 5 or 6 or 7 gay chicks, and it was like 5 or 6 gay chicks, and then there was like 8 or 9 dudes. Was it 8 or 9? It was just a whole bunch of, like 2 or 3 of the niggas was solid, and all of the rest of them was just, you know, just trying to hang out with the gay chicks, trying to, you know, smash. But 2 or 3 of them niggas was solid. Yeah. 2 or 3 of them was solid though. But like, you know, they were solid niggas. They were just, you know, was like, fuck it, I fuck around with these niggas. 2 or 3 of them niggas were solid. But the rest of them dudes, they was just trying to smash. So I really can't hate on them either. Yeah, they tried to get me indoctrinated into their group. One of the chicks tried to like, she invited me over to the crib and shit, so I go to the crib. She was the best looking of all of them too, I ain't gonna cap. But she was also my boss's girlfriend, on and off girlfriend. So my boss was a girl. She was also my boss's on and off girlfriend. So I was a little skeptical about hitting it, because now looking back at the situation, I'm pretty sure if I would have hit it, she would have got me fired. She would have went right back to homegirl, got with her, and then made it a situation, and they would have got me up out of there. Like now that I'm looking back at the situation, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, I did the right thing and wasn't even thinking about it. I just did the right thing because I'm a follower of God. Like literally, I did the right thing for me in that moment because I live by certain principles. Literally. They got this lady that's just standing at the bus stop. Like 2 buses. There's only 2 buses that pass by here, fam. There's only 2 fucking buses. And every day I'm out here, they just got people that all of the buses pass and they just still be standing there. I don't know if this is an everyday thing, because if I'm not here, obviously I can't see. What up, sis? You? I always assume you with those guys, but you never come in here with that account name and say anything stupid. So I greet you. She was fine too. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna cap. She was fine too. Some light skin too. Fine. Morning. You ready with the Yale? Have a blessed day. Of course you laugh. You want to know the wildest thing about all of this? Every single thing I was telling y'all about the politics, what was going to happen in the election, what these people were going to do, everything that I've been saying for the last 3 or 4 years has came and passed. I've been incorrect about nothing damn near. Now think about all of those people that got those channels that tell you I was wrong, that tell you I'm a liar, that tell you I don't know what I'm talking about, and I've been correct about almost every single thing that I said. Think about all of those people that, why they lying to you for? Why they want you to believe lies for? You ever ask them that? I'm curious. Did y'all ever go back to them and like, yo, why y'all wanted us to believe a lie? Huh? Why do you want you to believe a lie? I've been accurate about politics for the last 6, 7 years. Accurate. Like accurate. Shout out to the Most High, glory be to God, Jesus is King. I am so like that. God is in my life and He loves me, so Satan is never gonna stop attacking. That's just what it is. Sooner or later, the people, good morning. Sooner or later, the people that love God will come to my defense. Will come and protect them. Sooner or later, they will come to my feet. But I don't do anything at all wrong. They just don't like the way I talk. It's like when they try to tell you got to say they and this. They try to control my speech. They try to control the way that I disseminate information. They want to try to control my voice. And I say, I'd rather die first. Pull up. If you're not ready to die for your integrity, you don't got none, fam. That's literally the barometer. Imagine a person telling you that you should hate another person because that person has integrity. Imagine a person telling you you should hate somebody because they're intelligent. Imagine a person telling you that you should hate somebody because they can't convince that person to say the things that they want them to say. Because they can't steal their voice. Because they can't steal their image. Who do you work for when you hate that person that Satan tells you to hate? Who do you work for when you love that person that God is showing you that you should be loving? Those are rhetorical questions. I feel that I need to say that because so many people voted for Kamala. I've been talking about politics on this platform for the last 7 to 8 years. Since the platform is a thing, but I'm just saying 7 to 8 years. Name me one time I was wrong about politics. We know the haters are in here. Haters. Oh, you niggas want me dead. Name one time that I was wrong about politics. Just one. Now that chick that waited for 3 and 4 buses to pass, didn't get on none of them, jumped in a cab to take her to the same place where these buses would be taken. Why? Because you was just sitting there. Morning. She was cute too, I ain't gonna lie. Some of these people, some of the chicks that be out here staring, they be cute. They should come up and say hi. I'll tell you some jokes. If you after the moon with me, I'm gonna be after the moon with you. If you come and you got some negative energy towards me, I'm never gonna speak to you. If your energy isn't one way or the other, then we'll just have a regular, interaction. I'm gonna, interact whenever I interact. But I never want to feel like I have to do or say something negative to another individual. So once you put me in a position where I feel like I have to do something that takes me out of my character, I never want to speak to you again. There is no nothing. I'm fine with the apology. I'm not mad at you. I don't want nothing bad to happen. I just never want to interact. Ever. When you are out here trying to do God's will, we all fail. We all fall short. But when you're out here trying to do God's will, you're going to look at people differently that are out here working against God. And that's just a fact. You're going to look at them differently. And those individuals don't understand why you might not want to interact with them. They're going to think you think you're better than them. And that's not it. You know? I worship the Most High. You worship the things that go contrary to the Most High. We can't be friends. I don't want to work it out. I don't want to figure it out. I don't want to. Trust me right now. There is no period in my life where somebody is ever going to do something to me and I'm going to want to work it out. I don't care who they are. Never mind. I wouldn't be able to live with myself. Literally. I'm going to be up all night. I'm not going to get no sleep. I'm not going to be able to eat. All I'm going to be able to think about is how that person did something to me evil, and I'm forgiving, and now I'm interacting with them. I'm not gonna be able to think about nothing. So no, never. I'm not gonna be able to operate. I'm not gonna be able to do nothing. Or that's the only thing that's gonna be on my mind. That this person did some evil shit to me, and now I'm interacting with them and being cool with them. I'm giving them access to me, and they meant me harm. I'm not gonna be able to think of it. I'm not gonna be able to operate. I'm not gonna be able to operate. I'm not gonna be able to eat, sleep. My mind is never gonna be on whatever I'm doing. I'm never gonna be able to focus. That's all I'm gonna be able to think about. So never. And how do I know? Because I've done it once before. I'm not gonna be able to think about nothing. It's gonna be way too uncomfortable. That's how I know. I've done it once. One of the worst decisions I've ever made. I promise you I used to be a different person. Y'all meeting Jack Frost. The best way I can put it is, for a long time in my life, I went by Psycho Bob, man. I was just on some different shit. Always been a nice, calm person, but I was just on some different shit. And no, I didn't give myself that name. The people in my neighborhood did. I was just on some different shit. I was always a calm person, always a nice person. It just radiated different. Good morning. All right? It just radiated different. I was just way quicker to fight for God. When sometimes the fight God wants you to do isn't physical. Sometimes the fight God wants you to do is mental. Sometimes the fight God wants you to do is verbal. It's not always physical, you know? Sometimes God wants you to fight in a manner where you're lifting other people up, not tearing them down. And I didn't know no other way. You know, I came from a lot of abuse and neglect. So I didn't know no other way. Anything y'all want to talk about? I don't want to hold y'all. I got a ton of stuff that I got to get to today. We got battery life, so it's not no rush. Anything y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I'm just looking at notifications. That shit is bananas though. That my views is going up. I'm not even posting them. I have no idea why they're going up. I've only been doing like, how many lives I did last week? I do a live when we cover the football games. I think I did like 1 or 2 other lives last week. I haven't even been making no content, man. My views is going up. I haven't even been making any content. I'm gonna show you something that's funny. Alright? I'm gonna tell you something that's funny. So, y'all know how I keep telling y'all, it's not all of black people around here, but it's some, right? So you know how I keep telling you I have like issues with some of the black people that live around here, whatever the case is. So it's always dope. This is dope. When one of the black people that I know don't like me, and I know be out here like lying on me, trying to convince everybody else to hate me and all this other shit. When I'm outside just minding my business, and some of these Caucasian people and European people that live like where I live, back with me, whenever I come outside, I'm cool with this like that. And then they say hi to me, and then we have a conversation, and they talk to me like a fucking human being. You gotta see the look on these motherfucking hated ass niggas' faces. And this is what I mean. I am not voting Democrat. I think that those Democrats have given our community mental health problems. There are a ton of people in our communities that TDS shit is real. That Trump derangement syndrome is real. The shit that they're accusing Trump of doing, he's not even saying. Like, what they're doing to Trump is literally what these people around here are doing to me. They're just making up lies and then just telling every single person a lie and repeating it millions of times. They're just making up random lies. That's exactly what they're doing to Trump. So for everybody that see what they're doing to Trump and see how they're just using the media to lie to Trump and lie on Trump and all this other shit, that's what I'm going through in my neighborhood. That. Like, that's what I'm going through. And it's like 100% black people. It's like 100% black people. Like, a couple of the people are Spanish, or I don't know if they Puerto Rican. They look Puerto Rican, just to be honest with you. So they're Puerto Rican. I'm not stupid. I know what the difference is. So, where the fuck is that? I think I dropped my damn mic. Did I drop it when I walked off? Hold on, we gotta look for the mic. Ah. Yeah, that Trump derangement syndrome, that shit is real, fam. That shit is real. Trump never said that he was taking nobody's abortions. They just said that he said that. And even though he never said it, there's literally people that believe it. So they just make up random lies. That's literally what happens to me. People just make up random lies. Yeah, salute. That's literally what happens to me. And then people wonder why I don't talk to people around here that much and why it looks like I'm not friendly. I'm friendly, fam. But all you got to do is tell me one time you don't like me. I am going to believe you. And these same people that show me that they don't like me by being disrespectful and saying weirdo shit and trying to make fun of me or whatever the case might be, these same people then think I'm going to be friends with them later. I'm not. I promise you I'm not. Don't care what you can or can't do. None of that matters. I'm not going to be friends with you in this life. I'm not going to be friends with you in the next life. Like, you don't know how deep it go. I promise you, you don't. Yeah, there go number 11 right there. Freaking beast. He on the defensive line. Yo, the other day, let me tell you about the tackle. I gotta do some clips today, so I had the computer coming. I can't even do it. I gotta wait like 4 or 5 more days so I get the new computer. But I'm gonna try to do it with the old computer. So there was a play, right? And so he lined up with the dude in front of him. He goes to go past the dude in front of him and literally push the nigga in front of him into the other guy And while they was between him and the other guy, grabbed the other guy and slammed him. He also got hurt on the play a little. But it was beastly, boy. I try to tell you, it was beastly. Shout out to Aiden. Both Aidens on the team is nice. Shout out to Aiden. Number 11. All of the sacks and the backfield tackles. I got a question. What are the people who are going crazy right now that Trump won is going to do when in 7-8 months after Trump get back in the office, America actually starts improving? What are they going to do? Like, what are they going to be able to say? I want to know if they're going to admit being wrong. I know the women aren't. I'm talking about the men. What are they going to say? We know none of the women are going to admit being wrong. They're just going to be like, they're going to double down. But the men, I want to know what they're going to say. After Trump gets back in the office, 6-7 months from now, I got a couple of things I'm about to say. 6-7 months from now, everything improves. I want to know what the dudes is going to say. The women are not going to admit that they were wrong. There is zero chance of that. I want to know what the dudes are going to say. So let's talk about some of the things that's already being implemented. Trump just won. Why did Russia say now they don't consider America a threat anymore? Why did Russia say that they want to be in peace talks? Why did Hamas say that they don't even want to be terrorists no more? They want to be good guys and get off the terrorist list. So Kamala and Biden is in office. Everybody wants to kill each other. Trump gets into office. Now everybody wants to be friends. It seems to me like your friends that wanted Kamala and Biden in office, they hate America, whether they want to admit it or not. Some of them was tricked, just so we could be clear. The Democratic Party spent a lot of money on tricking people. So there are a lot of people who was just tricked. But there are also a lot of people that believe that those policies are policies we should enact. And there are people that believe that even though they don't even know what her policies are, they still want her to be president because Trump is allegedly a bad guy. Even though when he's the president of the United States, there are no wars on the whole entire planet. So every time Trump gets into office, there's no wars. So how many millions of people's lives are saved every 4 years? Through those 4 years while Trump is in office and there are no wars, how many lives do you think have been saved? Democrats hate that. They hate saving lives and they hate babies. And we know they hate babies because they want everybody to have as many abortions as possible. So the Democrats hate people being alive and they also hate babies. Democrats want you to get an abortion, and you to get an abortion, and you to get an abortion, and you to get an abortion. Democrats want people to get abortions that ain't even pregnant. They just want you to show up and get chopped up. I got a question. Why aren't they this concerned? Oh shit, there's a situation going on down the block. So I saw the police. There's a situation going on down the block. So I saw the police cars, but I didn't think nothing of it. But now I'm thinking there might be a situation going on because I saw a lot of people standing there. Let me look. And I see the lights. It might not be nothing. It might be something. It might be in the building. Let's go walk over here real quick. Yeah. They got their lights on, and I saw a whole bunch of people standing in front of the supermarket, so I thought something was going on, but I guess nothing is going on. Walk back to our spot. Close. Alright. Nothing's going on. Good. Thought something was going on. Ain't nothing going on. I mean, if it is going on, I don't really feel like going to get it. Like, if it was like right here, right outside, then I'd be like, okay, now I see them again. They talking to somebody? See, there's like 3 cars over there. And they look like there's people standing around. Hold on. And I see a white shirt. Oh, let's go. That better be. Yo, Trump is about to do some shit, man. Streets is about to get safer. And yes, I know that there's going to be some bad shit happening also. There's going to be people who might be getting caught up in shit, or, you know, fuck shit is going to happen also. But fuck shit happening now, man. Let me see. I don't think nothing going on. What's up, brother?
My God, I want to drop my phone.
What's up, brother? How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Somebody called out in the store over there. That chick, she's all high, man.
Aww.
She got a knife in her hand.
Aww.
They all ran in there. Yeah, it's great. It's like you can't really, it's her fault, but you can't blame her. You know, she's not under the right mind. And I'm glad they didn't rough her up or nothing. I mean, but she did have a knife. It's a dangerous situation, man.
Yeah, but they didn't hurt her, though.
No.
She might just need to, you know, just need to get evaluated. Yeah. A lot of our people just need help, not prison.
I mean, people are losing their mind without the drugs, man.
Yeah.
Just from what's going on in the world alone. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, then we have all these drugs in our food and our water and our air. Who knows what knows this way?
That's a fact. Did you see? Did you hear about what happened when right after the election they sent the planes over the Amish territory that be spraying the sky?
It's like a punishment.
You know how they be spraying the sky with the pollutions?
Taking their land away.
Mm-hmm.
They've been really pissed. They never voted.
They've not only been taking their land away, but they've been preventing them from selling their goods at market. So they've been taking their land away, and they've been stopping them from making a living.
It's crazy, man. How it's changed.
What? The Democrats used to be for the people. Now they, yeah. Yeah. Have a blessed day. That was the homie. He said there was an unfortunate situation where a young lady just had an episode. They're going to hopefully go get her some help. She'll be all right. We're not going to put her on camera. She'll be all right. Just go get her some help or whatever. So, yeah, so like a lot of cop cars out here and stuff. We're not trying to embarrass nobody or nothing. Also, if you heard the dude say they got her without harming her, they didn't attack her, they didn't beat her up, they didn't slam her to the ground or nothing like that. So that's the type of policing we actually want. They said the dude said she had a knife or something like that. That's a man? Oh, okay, so I couldn't really see. I'm all the way over here, man. I thought it was a dude in here. Oh, shit, it's an old dude, man. Shit, that was a dude, fam. I thought those breasts looked wrong. What store was it in? Morning.
That's what was on them.
Oh shit, that's the weapon she had? He had? Yeah. He had. Fuck that fucking. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all the weapon he had. This is the weapon. If I knew it was a dude, I would have showed y'all. I just didn't show y'all because I thought it was a chick. Let me get the sun. I can't get it. You standing in the sun? Man, thank you. This is that was a man. Jumped over the counter.
For real, you know what I'm saying? Come over there and watch it. I was hurt when I was telling you, come on, he was over there. It was yeah, that's a man. That's the man. That's the man. That's the man. He's
pissed off about reproductive rights. I don't know.
Beatz was too strong, bro.
Hey, jump over the side to
Wowzers.
Mental. When I came in, she was all over.
Over there?
Now you telling me.
It's a whole dude, fam.
Nah, sometimes you gotta be careful.
Yeah,
Sometimes you gotta be careful, man. You don't want to go to jail. Sometimes you go to jail for doing something right.
That's a fact.
He's not even looking at
How about, I wasn't talking about one question, you know what I mean? How about Donald Trump? And he got 34 cases. Why he not going to jail? And I got one felony, they bring me to jail.
Well, Donald Trump didn't do it. Did you do it?
You don't understand. Money talk. Yeah, money talk. And if you be a butcher, you're going to be in the jail because you don't got no money.
Well, they did take over $100 million from. They took over $100 million from Donald Trump.
You know what I mean?
So if Donald Trump would have only had like $50 million, he would have been in jail. So yeah, man, he's innocent, fam. We don't want innocent niggas going to jail, fam. Stop.
I'm scared of the ones that hide this shit.
Boom.
You don't hide it.
Boom. We don't want.
Work with you.
Boom.
Right.
Talk that shit, fam.
Donald. Females don't like it, but I love it.
Yeah. Yo, thanks, gentlemen.
All that gay shit is going in the water.
Yeah, that's why he's getting locked up right now.
Shit is going in the fucking water.
Gentlemen, have a blessed day.
All right, that's to you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so that was a thing. That was a whole dude. I thought that was a dude when I looked, but I was like, I don't want to get. I'm like, I ain't got time for this shit today. Old dude had an episode. Homeboy said he jumped over the counter and tried to do something. I'm assuming he didn't jump over the counter to attack him because he didn't say he tried to attack him, but he tried to jump over the counter. I'm not sure what he was trying to do, but once again, like I was talking about, there are a lot of people going through shit right now because Trump won and they got mental health problems. There's people that don't like the fact Trump won, but they're like, fuck it, we'll try again next time. And then there's the people that Trump won, they cutting their head. Talking about never having sex again. That's crazy. Have a blessed day. Yeah. Yeah.
Ready.
Don't no country want to war with us no more. Everybody want peace. All right, let's get back to our spot. Got a little bit of battery life. And that was crazy. So the person jumped over the counter. They had a damn nail from a train. You know the nails that they use on the railroad tracks? That's what the hell that was. Yeah, that's what that was. That was a damn nail from a freaking train track, fam. Where the hell were they hanging out at? But we could have spent money helping people who obviously have mental health disorders, but instead they made concerts and paid for Beyonce and all these other people to try to get her elected, and it failed. They could have used that money that they were throwing away trying to get elected to help people. They could have took 10% of the money they sent to the Ukraine and fixed every single problem in New York City. Every last problem with just 10% of the money they sent to Ukraine, and had millions, billions possibly left over to help other places. So this is what our Democrats are doing, the ones you love. They're helping every other, not you necessarily, some people. They're helping every country in the world except for our own. Have a blessed day. They're helping every country in the world except for our own. What parent feeds the neighbor's kids before they feed their own kids? Huh? Morning. What parent feeds the neighbor's kids before they feed their own kids? Morning. All right. Imagine a parent cooking dinner at home, everybody at the table ready to eat, and they say, hold on a minute. Grab all the food, pick it up, leave the house, go to the next building, knock on the person's door, eat with them first, and then come back and share the scraps with you. Because that's what the Democrats are doing. When you tell me that you can't fund veterans, when you tell me that we got veterans out here in the street that don't got nowhere to live, that's having problems with food, that aren't getting the type of attention they need because they went through war, which is real, but you want to give money for fucking sex changes to inmates, you shouldn't be a fucking president. And I don't care what nobody say. Why don't we love our veterans? Went over there, came back from the war, had to watch their friends die, had to take people's lives, and they probably didn't even want to be killers. Why aren't we looking out for them? But we looking out for these mofos that are committing all the crimes, going to prison, and then deciding that they want to be a woman instead of a man. We look out for them, but we don't look out for our veterans. Why? What type of time are we on? Never voting Democrat again. No. Kamala Harris told you who she was. Those people came to her rally. Yep. Those people came to her rally, said Jesus' name, and she said, you're at the wrong rally. You think God had that happen by accident? God was letting everyone know, when you vote for Kamala Harris, you are going against my wishes. You are going against my will. God let everyone know. See, some of y'all never had God talk to you before. You never had God show up in your life and you be able to understand that that's God show up in your life. He shows up in all of our lives. He's constantly guiding and leading all of us. But some of y'all are so detached from him that you can't see his works. So let's say God worked something in my life. You think I'm lucky? Morning, my brother. At first, I didn't even recognize you. Ain't had no hat on, fam. Yes, sir. So, just so we can be clear, God speaks to all of us all the time. But some of us are so removed from the Most High that we don't know when he's trying to communicate with us. The Most High was trying to let people know, you vote for Kamala Harris, you are going against my wishes. What was the easiest way? He had somebody yell out Christ's name at her rally. And what did she say? You are at the wrong rally. What did I tell y'all about the last election? Y'all remember the last election? Remember, one of the main things I kept saying is, remember, when you vote, you're telling God where your heart is. Y'all remember I was saying that? Last election, last presidential election. I was telling y'all, votes are important. Whenever you vote, you tell God where your heart is. So a lot of y'all believe in killing babies. You're going to say, no, that's not it. I just think, but that's not how God interprets it. That's how human beings interpret it. We have finite time. God's time is infinite. So our understanding of life, our understanding is different. We have a finite amount of time. Our time has a limit. As far as time is concerned, with God, time really doesn't exist. He's outside of time. Time is a construct that he observes from some place where there is no time and time doesn't exist. So our understanding is completely different. You get it? Morning. As far as God is concerned, everything is happening at the same exact time. Because he's now, but he was then. And he's also later. Right? So God lets y'all know that he did not side with Kamala Harris by actively getting kicked out of her rally. And y'all still voted for her. That's why I'm not mad at y'all. Y'all don't know what y'all do. Y'all don't understand the implications of what actually is going on. You think this is about Trump and you think this is about Harris. This is about good and evil. They want to kill babies. They want to turn men into women and women into men. All of these things the Bible say is wrong. So this is about good and evil. This is not about Kamala. This is not about Trump. Imagine somebody telling you the most important decision during an election for a president is for whether women can have an abortion or not during a period of time where there's two different wars going on the planet and another one about to break out over there in Taiwan and China. So we got three potential wars, two happening and the third one that's potential. And we have a democratically running president that says the most important topic is whether women can have an abortion or not. I think that it's more insane that people voted for her than it is that she had that position. That's insane. We have an epidemic going on in America with illegals. And Kamala Harris's position is we need more. We have illegals raping and unaliving people. And Kamala Harris's position is we need more. You have illegals coming into the country and stealing children. We got 300 and I think 20,000 children that went missing since this border epidemic started. They're not even looking for them. They're not even looking for them. You know what you don't look for? Something that you know where it's at. They're not even looking for these 320,000 missing children. They're not even concerned. Their whole concern is whether women can have an abortion or not. That's the most important thing. Not world war, not hundreds of thousands of people dying. That's inconsequential. Not our world, our America being flooded with criminals and just insane people. No, that's not important. That has no importance. Zero importance. Not our children being kidnapped. That's not important. Not illegals committing crimes and then being freed, where they go and commit the same crime over. That's not important. We need more of that. We need more illegals in America committing crimes, if you listen to the Democrats. We need more abortions, if you listen to the Democrats. Not we need people to protect themselves. Not for people to have safe sex. Not for people to not be promiscuous. You know, let's be honest. Most of these abortions that's being had is probably because she went and had sex with some nigga that she just didn't want to have a kid by, but she wanted to have sex by the nigga. But she really want to have a kid by that other dude, but he ain't hitting. So she gonna get pregnant by this guy 4 or 5 times, have abortions. No, have as many as she can. Kill as many babies as possible. Kill them babies. She's cute. Kill them babies. What was the weapon? I just seeing this right now that you said that. Oh, you looked at the thing on the ground. Yeah, that was the weapon. A rusty nail to a train, to a train track. That was like a spike or whatever the fuck it's called. Y'all out here going completely against God. Completely. It ain't even close. Every single thing that God stands for, the Democrats have been campaigning the opposite. Everything. Like every single thing that God stands for, the Democrats campaign against. Everything. Hell's gonna be hot and crowded. I promise you, there's gonna be people that they're not gonna understand why they're not gonna be viable for God's love. They're not gonna well, that is God's love, but they're not gonna understand why they cannot be accepted into heaven. Why they're running around wanting to have abortions that is completely against God. 100% against God. Imagine if there was okay, so there's supposed to be another Messiah coming, right? Imagine if the person, all right, salute. Imagine if the person that is pregnant with the Messiah, I mean, this can't happen because it's going to go against God's will, but this is something that they probably will want to happen, has an abortion. We're going to have to wait for a whole nother cycle. We're going to have to wait for that shit to go all the way back around. That might be another 40, 50 years. That might be another 100 years of fucking Satan being able to run the planet.
Hey, voting for you this year.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Salute. Have a blessed day. He said he's gonna vote for me this year. I'm gonna be in the council. I don't even know what he's talking about. Obviously he's trolling me. It's fine. I'm okay with that kind of trolling. It's the hateful stuff I don't like. That type of trolling I'm fine with. It's the hateful stuff that I don't like. You know, God says in the Bible that if you say a joke that offends a person, you ought to immediately apologize. We're not supposed to be saying jokes that make people feel bad about themselves. We're not supposed to be saying jokes that tears down a person's character. Those are not what we're supposed to be doing. The Bible says that if we make a joke and, you know, we are genuinely trying to be funny, but it actually hurts the feelings or is offensive to the individual that we're saying the joke about or to, that we're supposed to immediately apologize. This is how I decide who I'm going to be friends with. Get it? This is how I decide who I'm going to interact with. The more indicators that you have, that you, whether you're doing it on purpose or by accident, follow the will of the Lord, the more I am apt to be friends with you. That's why I keep trying to say there's people that be like thinking I'm not scared of you at all. I just don't want to talk to you. I don't consider you to be a quality person. So why would I don't want to be friends with you. So no, I'm not avoiding you because I'm scared. I'm avoiding you because I don't think you're worthy of my friendship. You know what comes with my friendship? Me praying for you. Me wanting good in your life. Me helping you whenever you need it. If I can, I will. That's what comes with being a friend, my friend. People forget when this page first started and I was paying niggas rent, paying niggas car notes. People forget about when I had it, what I was doing. I was paying niggas rent and paying niggas car notes. People forget about that. Good morning. People will call me up. They'll be like, yo, Frost. And if I had it, it was theirs. And there was times that I really didn't have it. It was my last. But they was in the jam. And for the people that saying I'm lying, the videos are still on YouTube because the people was literally coming into the chat thanking me. Videos are still on YouTube. The people was literally coming into the chat thanking me. And one dude tried to call me out and tried to say some bullshit. And I'm not going to lie, I exposed him. I said, fam, how you hating on me? You called me up. You was fucked up. I sent you like $250, $300. How you hating on me? And I sent it like within 10 minutes of you reading it. Videos are still up, fam. I don't have to cap. And a lot of y'all, some of y'all, remember, I don't got to cap. So yeah, when I think that a person has qualities that Satan would admire, I'm just not going to be friends with you. When I think that you got qualities that God would admire, I want to be friends with you. I don't know no other way to put it. I'd much rather be friends with God and Jesus and invited into their circle than invited into any human being circle. Just so we could be clear. Just so we could be clear. Much battery life we got. Oh, 6%. This shit about to die. We out. Everybody, please have a blessed 6% battery life. Everybody have a blessed day. Everybody have a blessed day. Shout out to everybody from Coney Island that pulled up today and said what's up. What I might start doing is when y'all pull up to say what's up, if y'all want to get on camera, is it all the way dead yet? It's not all the way dead. If y'all want to get on camera and say a few words, I'll turn the camera around and let y'all say a couple of words if y'all want to, even if it's the opposite of what I'm talking about. As long as y'all not disrespectful and yelling craziness and cursing people out and doing some widow shit, I'll let y'all come and talk if y'all see me on the corner. With that being said, everybody have a blessed day. Please go out there, do something worth doing. Help somebody else. Be a benefit to another person's life, and then stamp God's name on it. I'm out. I can't really see the screen, so I don't know if I'm turning the bitch off.